This is Dodging Death with Stephen Williams Jr. and Ryan Paton.
I tell you what, though, I do like the that jacket.
Yeah, it's nice. Very Mexican.
It is very Mexican.
Mexican?
Yeah, especially with that sombrero you're wearing.
Yeah.
Well, I don't understand the Mexicana
Well,
vibe.
I would say it's got a Mexican flavour to
Yeah.
it.
But it's the colours, isn't it?
Especially with that hot sauce you've smeared down the side.
The taco hat that you've got.
It's actually a bit of ramen that.
Oh,
It's a dark green,
yeah.
white and navy. There's not.
It's not navy, is it?
Yeah, it's navy. So
Yeah.
where's the Mexican flavour?
Well, I'm fucked up then because I thought that was green.
All right,
white,
you know
green.
what? We should start the show. We only have limited time in the studio. All right, let's begin. Hello, fellas.
Hello, Stephen.
Hello, Stephen.
Now, the listener, you may have heard an unrecognisable voice there because producer Paul is not with us today.
Away again.
He's either in Vegas or a safari park again. He's just got the weirdest schedule, Paul. It's absolutely bizarre. So instead, we are joined by producer Josh.
Hello.
Hello, Josh.
Hello, Ryan.
Until that moment, I didn't think about coming up with an alliteration title for Josh.
It's quite all right. I've been called worse things, believe me.
Josh, you are joining us today. A few weeks ago, you were going to be here with us, and you cancelled the last minute.
I know, I flaked,
Yeah.
essentially.
Me and Ryan went for some food before.
I can
this.
imagine the kind of things that you were saying about me
can
then.
you
This is
imagine?
typical Josh.
It was damning. It was absolutely.
My ears were burning.
Yeah, it was horrible. Some
I
of the
know.
stuff we came out
I know.
with, it
I can
was-
imagine. I can imagine.
It was really, really bad. Like you would have been hurt.
Oh, hurt.
I'm hurt already, and I wasn't, we're only a minute in, and I'm crying. I'm close to tears already.
You should have seen Paul the first week.
He's in the corner rocking like he was outside like the dog.
Oh, lovely callback.
Yeah, lovely reference. I'm excited with this.
He's a listener. Now, the thing we discovered about Paul, he doesn't listen to the episodes that he's not in.
Can you believe him?
It's quite egotistical, isn't it?
Well, it is. It's like, well, if I'm not in it, surely it's not very... To be fair, though, if I wasn't in an episode, I wouldn't listen.
Oh, absolutely not.
In all fairness,
Well,
Stephen, if
wasted
you
an
went...
Just to clarify, it's not wasting an hour.
Wasting an hour. Tune in. You said something so funny there, it was worth the interruption. So
One thing I enjoyed about that, Paul has never said to us, "Oh, you said something funny there."
Oh yeah.
We never get a compliment
Yeah,
from
I need
producer Paul.
constant validation.
and I've noticed that. Quite damning, actually, last episode. Shot down at the first hurdle.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you.
Oh,
I like this. I like this switching dynamic.
no,
I'm a fan.
Oh, don't get too comfortable, Ryan, because you're next. Don't worry about it.
I can see, Josh, you're a fan of the swooshy chair.
I'm enjoying it.
honestly, if
I haven't
only
kept
people
still.
could see, Josh is spinning. He's toing and froing.
Yeah. Do you know, the first time I sat in this chair, I could not stop spinning.
Oh,
But there's something so satisfying.
You know what? I had more of a go at you than I did at Josh there. I was like, he's new to the show. When do I mention it?
Yeah. Stop fucking spinning.
Anyway, how's your week been, fellas?
Good, thank you. Busy.
Busy.
Busy, but odd.
Busy but odds. I like that. I like
you know
that.
what? I'm ignoring whatever story you have now, Ryan. I'm targeting Josh.
Yeah, I'm going to launch
Here.
into a 20-minute tale in a minute.
Of how he nearly died.
Cracked a beer.
He was in Chichester on a run.
That sounds riveting.
Riveting.
I fear if I wasn't here to rein in some of his anecdotes.
It's typical.
It is because
I enjoyed the dine out before when you were on my side.
I told you. Don't get too comfortable.
you've had your compliments. We're going to move on now. So, yeah, a curious week, you say?
Yes. So a few things of... I mean, a pleasant week, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
There's nothing,
You've changed your tune quite quickly there,
untoward, but
Josh.
odd nonetheless.
Okay.
So on Friday,
Yeah.
my girlfriend's sister-in-law...
Okay, but we're going a bit...
The tenuous link.
It is. Get a bit of paper and a pen, Ryan. Let's map this out.
Yeah, that sounded a little bit kind of Roy Chubby Brown, that as well.
Yeah, it
I realised just after I said it, and it was a bit 80s, that.
Before you carry on, Josh, friend of mine, Mark, who I've mentioned before, is a TV warm-up man. He was hired to do some close-up magic, like table magic, at an event. And they'd also hired a Roy Chubby Brown tribute act.
Oh, it's sad, that,
Roy
isn't
Chubby
it?
Brown tribute act.
Isn't it
Oh,
sad? It's sad
God.
not being Roy Chubby Brown. Being a tribute act to the man.
Tribute act.
Isn't that unbelievable?
What was his name? That's what I want to know. What did he go? Do you know like where you got like these like cheesy tribute
Yeah,
act?
yeah.
What was his name?
Kind of like Roy Chubby Brown.
Yeah, like take this.
Yeah,
that
Skinny
kind of thing.
Brown.
Roy Madly Pump Brown.
Could lose a few pounds, Brown.
I think he's like totally against like the political incorrectness of the act as well. I just look a bit like him. He's got to pay the bills. I don't stand by a word he says.
Can't stand the man.
I've got a mortgage to pay, so I engage in some racist humour.
So Mark is hired to do close-up magic at the event, and all the guests know they've got this Roy Chubby Brown tribute act coming on.
Enthralled.
Oh yeah, they couldn't wait.
I'd be excited to see Roy Chubby Brown tribute act though. It'd be hilarious how bad it was.
Mark, he's a bit on the heavier side, and he was just going around the tables. The organizer said to him, so the guests know you're here, could you just go up and on the mic say, hey everyone, I'm the magician, I'll see you at your table. So Mark said, yeah, that's fine. He got on stage and went, hello everybody, and in unison, the audience went, you fat bastard, you fat bastard. They thought he was the tribute act.
Oh,
yes.
no.
Yeah.
How did he come back?
Well, how do you recover? You've got to. Oh no!
I think I'd go along and pretend that I was the Roy Chubby Brown tribute act. Just say a terrible joke.
Starts calling out people in the audience like, "Oh, you can fuck off."
Yeah, I mean that's.
I would have thought the hats, like the lack of the little spinny
Yeah, I was
hat,
gonna
would have
ask
been
that.
like.
Did Roy Chubby Brown wear the? Is it an umbrella hat?
It's an umbrella hat.
Yeah,
I think it is,
does
isn't
he?
it?
Yeah,
It's like
he's
one of those
got
like
little-
super propeller hat. Like he's
yeah.
like,
Oh.
it's like Mr. Gadget, isn't he? Or
Like,
whatever his name is.
yeah,
Like,
Is he actually?
If Mr. Gadget was racist. Actually, it's Inspector Gadget.
Inspector
It was
Gadget,
Inspector Gadget.
Inspector
yeah.
Gadget when he kicked off the force for being
Yeah.
racist.
I don't think he was on a force, Inspector Gadget. He
Yeah,
was.
he was.
He was a lone wolf, wasn't he?
No,
With all his inventions.
no, he wasn't like a vigilante, was he?
I think so.
The
No.
police would have recruited Inspector Gadget when he seen how efficient he was at solving a crime.
No. I think he was like some kind of superhero where the force doesn't quite accept him, but he gets the job done.
Oh,
I think so.
No, I think he worked with the police force. very well.
No. It was Matthew Broderick as
I
well,
was about
wasn't
to
it?
say it was Broderick. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Speaking of putting on a few pounds, I'll tell you.
He could be a Roy Chubby Brown.
That's what he's doing now. I like
use the hat from the Inspector Gadget film.
That's what I like the idea of. I like the idea.
Oh, that's handy. I've got this propeller hat.
Thank God.
It's like one of the props that he kept just because he liked it. Actually, it came in handy at the end.
And how has your week been, Ryan?
It's been good.
Yeah?
Yeah. I went to the gym.
Oh, yeah, of course you did.
Yeah,
Of course you did.
I went.
Did I tell you I've been gymming, by the way?
No, you haven't. I thought
Do you-
you.
And
You
gym.
just gestured as though like, can't you tell? And I don't want to be mean, but I can't say I noticed.
But I look exactly the same as
You
how
look
you're telling
exactly
me.
the same.
I
yeah.
think you look ravishing. Don't
Oh,
you?
thank you. Thank you.
I'm on Stephen's
I tell
team
you,
now.
he can be a
Don't feed the
he can be a regular guest over here.
Don't pander.
I can see the hatred in your eyes there.
Dodging death is not a dictatorship.
It's because I'm in the elevated seat.
I
Is what
know.
it is.
Yeah, it's
That is, as we've discussed, Josh. It's a power move here that you've got to look it up.
I've
towards
noticed.
me. Yeah.
very concerning power play.
Oh yeah, I revel in it. But I have been going to the gym and I've been eating, healthy. I've been on the chicken, rice, and broccoli diet.
Oh, does sound quite healthy.
Oh yeah.
Quite healthy.
Well, it sounds
Can you
very
name
healthy.
anything more healthy than that?
Maybe without the rice.
No, it's all right, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, it's all right.
Bit of
You
carbs
need
for
your
you.
carbs, Ryan.
No carbs.
Need the carbs.
No.
It's very boring, though. Is the only thing as a diet. Very boring. But I was sat by the pool on the on one of the ships I've just been on, and a guest had just renewed their vows on the ship. So they were having this like huge celebration, like champagne, the works.
What ocean was it on?
It wasn't my favourite one.
The English channel.
So they came over and went, "Oh, would you like a slice of cake to celebrate our renewal of our vows?" And instead of saying, "Oh, sorry, I've just had something to eat," or "I'm not hungry," or whatever, I went, "No, I'm on a regime."
Oh, that's fantastic.
God.
Yeah. And the person I was with was like, "There's never been a more Stephen comment than on a regime." This couple is celebrating here.
Surely you lost them. That like if they went to see your show,
Yeah.
like, they would have
Heckled.
hated you from the start.
Oh,
It's like,
absolutely. Absolutely.
You didn't get them back on your side as the likable magician.
No.
Actually,
Is
he's
he the one who turned down our cake?
is he the arsehole who said he's on a regime? Yeah, because there's no way you can deliver that line without it sounding absolutely insufferable.
Oh, no. Even as it came out of my mouth, I was like, God, I am just the worst. I really am. I'm a caricature of myself here.
To be fair, though, there's no follow-up questions to that. If someone says to you, "I'm on a regime," there's not like, it's not like go on. you back off. So it's quite effective in not actually having
it is, but it just feels very hard. They're celebrating,
Did they not ask for you what type of regime? Like, what is the like? If I offered something out and go, "Okay, I'm on a regime."
Yeah, she was pissed on free champagne though, so I don't think.
Yeah, I think I would hold my hands up and X. Yeah, oh God.
Would you have still been on the regime if she would have offered a bottle of champagne?
No.
Do you know what? I think you'd be more enticed by cake than champagne.
You know what? Now you say it, I probably would have turned down the champagne.
Not a fan of the bubbles?
Yeah. No.
What was the cake?
It was. You know what? It was Victoria Sponge. Yes.
See,
that
why
was
it
the real
right
reason.
type of cake.
I know what it
come
was.
over with red velvet.
And you know what it is?
Go
it's
on.
after last week's episode.
Go on.
Fat content, sugar content.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
what you were
it's been
doing.
on
It was stuck in your head.
That's true. That is true.
God forbid it was a bloody fries Turkish delight. You would have thrown it at her.
Oh, he's really done his research.
Yeah,
This
you know
episode.
what? I'm very
Listen to the
impressed.
episode.
You know the show more than me.
He said last week's feature, and I was like, "What was that again?" So you've been to the gym, Ryan?
I have.
Okay.
I went to a spin class.
Yeah.
I've always thought you were a bit of a spinner.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Like you on that chair.
I know. I can't keep still.
Can't bloody stop. I'm dizzy.
Yeah, so I don't know if you remember. You'll remember in last week's episode.
Before I'm going to interject again. For breakfast, I've been having 3 eggs and porridge for breakfast. Now, what is your egg cracking technique? Boiled eggs.
My egg cracking technique.
Yeah.
Do a solid crack on a firm crack on like the edge of what I'm about to crack it into.
Yeah. No, the boiled egg.
The boiled egg.
The boiled egg.
Oh, do you know what? I've that's why I stumbled initially. I don't really have a boiled egg. If I'm
really?
brutally honest, I don't.
Oh.
Omelette.
Exclusively omelette.
Omelette, scrambled, poached.
Ah.
Followed by
Followed by some porridge.
I go for the top.
Go on.
I would like crack it with
a spoon.
on like the arse end of a spoon.
Well,
Like
yeah. The bottom of the bowl.
the bottom of the
Yeah. Well, I used to have the same technique.
like a crack fiend.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Now I was a bit miles away with this chat, and now I'm on
And then
board.
as soon as I said crack fiend, he's like, "Oh, I know."
Do you also do it in a toilet?
Yeah.
Well, I used to have the same technique, but I watched the new Laurel and Hardy
Stan and Ollie.
And Laurel, he took the egg. So imagine, listen, a boiled egg in hand, and you hit the longer end against the table,
Right.
and roll. And roll.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm going to take Ollie's technique
Oh.
here, and I'm yet to be able to get it to work.
Really?
What? How does it fail?
Well, I feel like I'm just hitting too hard. You know,
What does the thing like smash?
it like kind of it just kind of breaks the whole thing. Yeah.
Like weird like inner like skin, isn't it? Or, like, the
Yeah.
egg, you
Yeah,
have
it
to kind of
does.
feel
Yeah.
like-
I don't really like a boiled egg.
I
No.
quite like a boiled egg, I must admit.
Yeah. Anyway, you're in the gym.
So I booked onto a spin class.
Yeah.
And if you remember in last week's episode, I was saying my current running song is "Pure Shores" by All Saints, absolute hit.
Yeah.
Right. So we do the spin class, same routine as usual. Great, I'm feeling fantastic.
Yeah.
we're reaching the end of the class.
Okay.
So the spinning instructor says, okay, we're about to go into our final song. And then...
Oh, it wasn't, was it?
Yeah.
It wasn't.
The opening chords of Pure Shores, come on.
What?
And I genuinely got goosebumps. My hair stood on their end. And I was like, I think I audibly gasped from my bike in the middle. She's playing Pure Shores.
Did somebody in the corner faint on the bike? Like, I couldn't believe it.
I had tears streaming down my face as I was reaching 140 RPM. Oh,
Did you sing along to it as you were like...
come on, everyone. This is the best bit.
One thing I have noticed with going to the gym is my earphones are in the whole time and I've not been chatting to anybody. But I found the people who are there every day the same time I am, there's like a weird kind of bond. We've formed a weird connection.
Yeah.
So lots of nodding goes on when I'm in there.
Yeah,
you know?
but then once you do like the first let on, then it's a constant.
Oh,
thing
I mean,
then.
I've opened the floodgates with these people
Yeah,
now.
yeah. You've always got to say the hello. Then otherwise, and then if they don't say the hello one day, you think, what have I done?
What have I done?
Yeah. It's the same as the commuters. If someone gets people who get the same train every day,
Oh,
you end up
really?
with
Familiarity bond.
yeah, familiarity. You see them, you're seeing the same face every day. You think,
Yeah.
I've now just got to say hello, and even though there's no actual,
You don't know these people.
there's no connection.
No.
They're just
You just happen to get the 8:14 train.
You're on the same schedule.
A weird thing happened on the way to the studio, actually. As I was walking down, I passed a man who was a one-man band. So he had
Anders Flanders? Is that the guy in town?
Oh,
That took me by surprise. Well, Anders Flanders.
Is that the guy in town with like the weird like...
yeah. He was in town. Yeah.
Anders Flanders?
Oh,
It's a good name.
it's a great name. I'm amazed that you know it. That's
Oh, I've had...
Is he mad?
I've had a run-in with Anders Flanders.
Oh God! Well, the thing that struck me was I just feel like it's a downward spiral as a musician. You start off like playing one instrument and then think, you know what? I'll embellish the act and I'll add one more.
Yeah.
And it can start off being cool, but as soon as you put those tambourines between your legs, you're a madman.
You're a madman.
You know?
No,
Yeah.
but I think though the one man band is just very arrogant, isn't it? They're just very confident in their musical
really?
ability. He's like, I can do all these and do them amazingly well.
Yeah.
No, I think the one man band is so deluded that they're never aware. There's no self awareness in the one
Really?
man band.
You don't think
No,
so?
No way. So they do think like, oh, I'm John, Paul, George, and Ringo in one.
Do you think that like the musicianship, there must be like some kind of like nous there though?
Yeah,
It's a lot going on, isn't it?
there's a bit of talent,
Yeah, yeah.
good coordination as well.
Yeah, it's like
the
kind of
most
rubbing your
impressive
belly
thing.
and tapping your head, isn't it? Doing that?
Yeah, the one man band is excellent at that.
The idiot test. If you pass this, you're all right. I like the idea also is like if you're walking down the street
Yeah.
and then obviously I don't know, your phone rings and you get some bad news, and in the background the thing, like the soundtrack.
Oh
to that bad
God,
news
that's
would be
true. Actually,
Anders
yeah.
Flanders. Like,
So what's your run-in with Flanders?
So I remember you said, I think it was a couple of episodes ago, that you went for a couple of wines
In brunch.
in
In
bunch.
bunch.
Yeah.
In bunch. Oh yeah. I was pissed at the time, so I don't remember what it was called.
So I actually used to work
Oh, did
in
you?
bunch.
Did you? I bet you didn't appreciate our comments.
Do you know what? I can't argue with them.
No, no.
I
So
can't
for
argue
anyone
with them.
who didn't listen, this place claims to have hangover-free wine.
Yes,
Ryan might put it to the
ca-
test.
I will caveat that by saying
Oh God, he's going to defend Bunch now, Ryan.
that is not the marketing.
It is the marketing ploy.
used by Bunch.
You know, that's right, Red.
Was that in the regional newspaper? Was it only that? Because I feel like that was in the headline in the Echo, wasn't it?
It
I
absolutely
think it was. Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was much to the.
Fantastic clickbait material.
Yeah,
that,
without
though.
question.
And I was like, there'd be good content if you do this.
But you know what? In all fairness, though, what you did say was right. Because I remember speaking to the owner of the place after seeing
God, we've got inside info here, Ryan.
seeing the
The
snippet,
story, yeah.
and he said, "Load of shit, but it'll do, won't it?"
And he's absolutely right.
So,
yeah.
you know, can't argue with
It
it.
enticed us.
It
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Gets bums on seats and
Oh,
wines and,
God,
wines
did
and
it ever.
glasses, doesn't it?
Well, 2 at the very least.
I know. Yeah, so
Flanders.
Anders Flanders.
Anders Flanders.
Yeah.
as you guys know, that's...
How do you think the buskers feel about... Do you reckon, like, he and Mexmet have got a rivalry? So, go on, Flanders.
So, Flanders, as you know, so that shop, there's like a big rack full of bottles.
Oh, are we talking about Bunch again?
In Bunch, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you can imagine how troublesome it would be if Anders Flanders decide to walk
with his,
with
full
instruments.
Oh, no.
Oh, Anders
Full
Flanders,
ensemble.
what's he thinking?
I tell you though, when he walks down the street, he must make a hell of a clash.
yeah, you're well aware that Anders Flanders is like Jurassic Park.
He couldn't sneak up on someone Flanders, could he?
Heard him coming from a mile away, literally.
I think I'd rather encounter the T-Rex though than the madman behind a one-man band. Okay, now.
So Anders walks in.
Yeah.
And as soon as I see him, I was like, oh my God, what the hell is going on here?
Were you aware of his work?
I mean, I'd seen him many times before.
Oh, really?
In fact, one of the customers of Bunch was very, very, very fond of Anders Flanders. So much so that he booked him for a party.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he swore by Anders' work.
Dear, oh dear.
I didn't think anyone was fond of a one-man band.
Well, I thought the same, to be fair. But he walks in and sends a bottle from... He swings around.
Yeah.
And with his equipment...
Oh, no.
Sends a bottle on the floor and smashes it.
Oh, Anders.
I feel like Anders will do that in like the majority of places. He needs like a very wide entrance.
He does, yeah.
To accommodate the one-man band. See him going into an antique shop? No!
What are you doing, man?
I don't like the idea of that being Anders' opening line. How wide is your entrance? Anders on Tinder. Is that that is?
Yeah, ends up on some sort of register. I only wanted to go to John Lewis. So I've got to tell you about the story that I've seen this week.
Okay.
So
I tell you, I'm excited already about this.
Honestly, you do really need to brace yourself for this. Like, this is episode 14.
This is episode 14.
I honestly think this could potentially be the best bit of content on the show so far.
Oh, that's
all right.
bold
Steady now.
statement.
Steady.
I know.
Steady.
I'm so willing.
I feel like
to
you've
preface it.
oversold this.
Yeah.
No,
Be careful.
Yeah.
I honestly
This is like
don't
when I
think-
saw Bohemian Rhapsody. It was too sold to me.
Too sold.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was thinking of including this on like another News of the Williams feature.
Okay.
But it needs its own bit. It's that good.
Go on.
So I'm going to read your headline.
I'm nervous for you. I'm nervous.
He's like a corrupt boxer, boxing promoter, isn't he? Hey, like,
No, honestly, I am so overwhelmingly confident that this is going to land perfectly well.
All right, okay.
So I'm just going to read your headline, right? It's not current. The story's from 9 years ago.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's outdated, but honestly, it doesn't matter.
Timeless in many ways.
Okay, so are you braced?
Okay.
Okay.
Who wants to be a millionaire cheat? Charles Ingram slices off 3 toes in free gardening accident. See, honestly, former army major Charles Ingram was seen as a bad apple when he cheated his way to the £1 million top prize on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Yesterday, he was cursing a bad apple after slipping on.
God. Solid work.
Who wrote that?
Solid work.
So yesterday he was cursing a bad apple after slipping on one in his garden and slicing off 3 toes with his lawnmower.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, dubbed the coughing major after
I've got to say, though, who slips on an apple? I've never heard of that happening.
Yeah, and there's a great picture as well of Charles Ingram looking quite moody in his garden on some crutches.
His apple aloft.
You know, there's no apples there. I think he could be lying again. Charles Ingram.
I think he's written the article. That's why there's no bio.
Yeah. He's very notably an untrustworthy character.
He
isn't
really is.
He also got a terrible rugby polo on in that shirt.
Oh, that's shocking. I know it was almost
yeah.
10 years ago, but I mean...
Awful.
Nevertheless, that is terrible.
Union Jack flag on there as well.
Dear, oh dear.
That's awful.
I
the same
didn't
jeans
know.
on as you, though, right?
Oh, you know what? Actually,
You know what, they are.
embarrassingly, yeah, they are quite.
And his one good foot has got an orange sock on.
No, Charles Ingram can't pull off the wacky coloured sock. He's actually
Well,
got
he can only pull her off 1 foot now. I did not know he was. Did you say he was an army?
Yeah, well, he
Major?
was dubbed the Coffin Major. So I assume.
Do you think that was pre or post Millionaire? You've got to get yourself some Gaviscon.
Gaviscon for a cough?
I don't know.
Cavonia. Yeah, that's what he
needs.
needs.
It was Cavonia.
Oh,
Cough medicine with clout. That was my audition for the Cavonia ad there.
I think it's Cavonia because it wasn't Cavonia. Was that the?
Speaking of actually ads,
Yes.
got any more of this kombucha?
Oh, you know what? I've got many bottles over in the house. I forgot to bring them today. Yeah, and I'm sure they probably wanted a few regular plugs considering how many they sent. But no, I don't.
No,
it was fantastic anyway.
was it one called China White?
China White and Darjeeling Black.
Do you know what China White is?
I actually have no idea.
No idea.
I'd recommend that they change the name of China White.
I may be cutting this out of the show notes.
But it's heroin.
Oh.
Do you know what? I wonder why I was so addicted. I've been an absolute mess this week. It makes sense now. Itching me arm. Loitering alleyways. Oh God! I'm glad you enlightened me there because I've been wondering what was up.
I'm going to cut the episode short and go and have some more. I bet it'd be lovely just straight into the veins as well.
Fermented straight to the vein.
Is that true?
It's true, yeah.
God! I had no idea.
You know what? It makes sense because one of the other bottles is simply called Smack.
Who was it who sent these things to us again? You engaged in some sort of dodgy deal that you've not told us about.
Where did you get them from? So I want to know.
They just landed on the doorstep.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did you find them in like a phone box or something?
Oh dear. Well,
I mean, keep them coming. I'm not saying
no, of course.
I mean, I'm hooked now. I need some sort of like kombucha methadone or something like that to ease me off.
This is an intervention. Kombucha intervention.
It's gonna hear my voice get more gravelly as it goes on.
Has Stephen got some dinner ladies with him today? Shall we go for the feature?
I reckon so.
Yeah. You know what? I'm pleased Josh is here today because it's opened up a whole new world of pun titles we can go for.
So many titles.
So many titles. Because ultimately, Ryan, there's only so many times we can rhyme your name with lion. Isn't there? I feel like we've kind of overused that.
I mean, Josh rhymes with wash.
It does.
Kosh.
I've not gone for any of
It's a
these.
bit violent, isn't it?
Kosh. Is Kosh violent?
Yeah, you use a kosh. That's what Liam Neeson went around to go and he went hunting people, didn't he, with a bloody kosh?
What?
Do you not know this story when Liam Neeson
you must know that story.
Oh,
he revealed himself.
Oh,
wanted to.
Is this the terrible thing that he?
This is the terrible thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll just move past this on the show.
Please do not associate my name.
Well, we associated Paul with Hitler, so you've got off lightly of anything.
Yeah.
You know.
At least Liam Neeson saved the Jews in
Schindler's List. Well, no. Since Josh is here, I've decided to call this week's feature "What a Load of Josh."
Oh,
hey?
fantastic!
I like it.
Thank you. See what I've done there?
Yeah.
Because,
Yes. Yeah.
I've gone for that.
Yeah.
So here's the idea of the game. I've taken a famous Josh, of which I'm a big fan, Groban. Are you surprised to hear I'm a fan of Josh
Groban?
That does not surprise me in any way, shape or form. The tattoo of his face on your arm tells 1,000 stories, Steve.
Blown away by that. Never pegged you as a Groban fan.
I feel like the listeners just needed to sit down with this information.
Take a minute.
He likes angel slices and Josh Groban.
Next, you tell me he's going to be into musical theatre.
I didn't know where you were going with that there, Ryan.
Steady.
Yeah. So here's the aim of the game.
Okay.
Here. I am going to read out 3 tweets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One of them is by Josh Groban.
Oh, this is a good game, this.
The other two other celebrities.
Okay.
Okay.
So the other two are by celebrities.
They are.
Also. Okay.
They are.
Also titled Josh.
You know what? That was my initial intention.
Okay.
Turns out there aren't that many celebrities, both with the name Josh and who are quite funny.
Yeah. I mean, Groban's got a bit of wit about him.
He does. He
Groban
does.
is. I'm a fan
Funny
of
guy.
Groban. Yeah,
Funny guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you have to identify which of the three is Josh Groban.
Okay.
Are you confident?
No.
No.
I'll be honest. I'm approaching this with confidence.
Are you?
Are we working together or against each other?
You can work together. I feel like you have to work together.
In that
Actually,
case, I feel very confident.
Well, actually, maybe I'm overestimating my Groban knowledge.
I was sold on the confidence there. You looked at me with such assuredness.
Don't worry about this. I'll be able to identify Groban's voice. No problem.
Hand up, I went, I've got this. I was sold on it. You did me like Don King there.
I'll recognise Groban's rhythm.
His pitter patter.
And I'm
His
excited.
Twitter patter.
I'm excited. Oh, very
That
good.
was good, that, wasn't it?
Very good. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. It's
been a good show.
Okay, so here we go with what's this called? Here we go with What a Load of
The genuine look in your eyes when you went blank and what the name of the feature called is brilliant.
Yeah, you see, this is how you can tell I've come up with a feature on a whim. 'Cause I
2 weeks in a row, you're slacking now. Come on.
Okay, here we go with What a Load of Josh. Round one.
Oh, that's a good round one, though.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you know what?
Ditch the voiceover
Yeah,
man.
but I mean, oh my God. Why am I
By
paying
the
this
way,
guy?
by the way,
Yes?
the voiceover man last week,
Yeah.
he's very camp on the title.
Oh, really?
He was re-listened to it.
Okay.
I think he's trying to add a little bit of pizzazz to his
Do you know
voice.
what?
Do you think he's trying to upstage me?
He's constantly doing this now.
Not with
and
those
it's-
pom poms.
Yeah.
No, it's actually getting a bit ridiculous now. This power play he's doing.
You know what it
with
is?
his little
You know?
messages he's communicating.
Yeah.
And
Rick has got ideas above a station, doesn't he?
I listened to it backwards and it said, "I want more money."
he needs to rein it in.
Well, I haven't had him record this one yet, so I don't know. How is he going to mess this one up is the question.
Well, I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
Some point, yeah.
The listener would have already heard it, actually, and will they'll know.
Yeah.
Anyway, round one. So 3 quotes, 3 tweets. You have to tell me which one is Josh Groban. Is it 1?
I love the seriousness with which you deliver. Which one is Josh Groban? It's a funny name, Groban, isn't it?
I feel like Ingram in the chair. Start coughing when you think it's the one, Ryan.
I don't want to channel Ingram too much though, because there is that apple tree in my garden. So
Be careful.
could lead to it. I could be on my way to becoming Charles Ingram.
You know,
the orange sock could be.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Oh,
and I don't want it to happen to you, Ryan, but I'd love to upload that same photo to our Instagram page.
I don't want to disgrace myself on national television. I don't want to betray Chris Tarrant.
Weren't you actually on national TV once?
I was on national TV.
Oh, you don't pander to him
I'm
here,
glad
Josh.
that it's taken a Ryan tangent.
You know what?
Ryan-gent, I'd like to call it.
Oh,
Pushing it.
God.
Pushing it.
Thought it was a bit bad that actually maybe we can edit Ryan-gent.
No, we can't.
No, it's staying.
Yeah, I was actually on.
Oh, I tell you, me and Paul would have never brought this up, Josh.
Well, you can have your minute in a minute. Because you've been on the TV as well.
Yeah, let's bring it back to me.
Yeah. Me and Mulhern go way back. We used to drink pina coladas.
But back to me.
Go on.
I was on the Tonight with Trevor McDonald show.
Did you meet Trevor?
Yeah,
I
was
did.
Trevor there?
I didn't meet Trevor.
Oh no!
But Trevor introduced the feature that I was involved in.
Yeah.
But it was I don't know, some journalist that worked
he
on the
cut to a VT.
He did cut to a VT, but
Yeah.
he cut to a VT involving me. So
Oh, God.
it was involving him.
So how old were you at the time? How long ago was this?
3 years ago.
It was when I was in a year 4.
A long
I'd say
time
about-
ago.
Yes, I think I was
that long.
8. So,
Okay.
So
You say not that long, Josh.
17 years ago.
I know, but I don't want to remind ourselves that that
It's
it
ter-
hurts.
it's terrifying,
That
isn't
has
it?
been 17 years ago since
we
I
left.
was 8.
do you know what? We left school 10 years ago.
Oh.
And I've not been on ITV for 17 years now. Which is crazy.
You've been waiting by the phone.
yeah. For Trevor McDonald to get in touch.
Hi, Ryan.
It's been too long. But anyway,
God.
the feature was about the Jubilee.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was.
And the listener knows your feeling about the monarchy.
for some reason, the Trevor McDonald show decided my primary school to do the Queen's Jubilee
It's
feature.
a bizarre choice.
I don't know why.
They thought, let's go to the north.
yeah. This is where it's taken off. Yeah, and but the guy, the journalist came to my class.
Yeah.
All the cameras are there. The setup, all very professional.
Yeah.
He asked the question, "What do you think of the royal family?"
Okay.
I raised my hand. Prepared.
You knew.
Ready to unleash a gag.
Oh, even at the age of 8.
Even at the ripe old age of 8.
Oh.
I was about to make the nation howl. So the question again was, what do you think of the royal family? I raise my hand. The journalist points towards me. He gestures. He says, "Go on."
Does he beckon?
Go on, young funny man. Tell us your answer. What do you think of the royal family? I said, Jim always swears in it.
Oh.
In reference to the BBC Two sitcom, The Royal Family, starring Ricky Tomlinson. I knew what he meant, but I was showing defiance from a very young age. Stunned the nation, I think that I did with that one.
What I would have loved is if maybe, I don't know, 20 years down the line,
Yeah.
you ended up being on one of the behind bars with Trevor McDonald.
Where are you the one who said the royal family? I'm like, yes, Trevor, it was me.
We met before, Trev.
Yeah, I think it's going to be on like
Remember me?
Like,
Jim was running.
one of those like talking head TV
Kids say the
programs.
funniest things. Yeah.
No,
It cuts like Dick and Dom commenting on it.
I'm thinking more moments that shock the nation.
Andy Peters is there.
Yeah.
And this little youngling really came to the fore.
Joe Brand commenting on it.
The end of the year
It was the
review.
way he delivered it.
You
Ruby
knew he was
Wax.
desperate.
Oh, Ruby Wax is such she's on them shows all the time.
Absolutely. And Rylan.
What was the guy who was on Balls of Steel?
Mark Dolan.
No, not Mark Dolan. He now presents loads. Well, about 8 years ago he started presenting those talking head TV programs. I feel like they're not.
They're not really a thing anymore, are they?
Alex.
Oh,
Alex
Alex Zane.
That's it. Yeah.
I would imagine he's still got like a radio show somewhere.
Yeah.
He must do.
He's next door.
It's him playing REM badly.
Him and Barney.
Oh, that was a gag just for us.
That was very in. I actually saw Mark Dolan. Is that his name? Mark Dolan?
Mark Dolan. Yeah.
I saw him in town.
Oh, really?
Oh, recently.
Yeah, recently.
Mark Dolan, I interviewed once and gave me and Ryan free tickets to his show in the Edinburgh Festival.
Really?
Unfortunately, though, the tickets he gave us were 2 days after we left the Edinburgh Festival.
Did you sell them?
Oh God!
God.
You
See,
know
I
what?
should have been there.
If I'd sold them without his knowledge, you could have said I'd have balls of steel.
Oh, very good.
Thank you very much.
He's waving himself out.
And that's the end of tonight's episode.
But just before we carry on, Charles Ingram, did you know, is actually now a market trader.
Really?
Yeah. He sells his wares on the street.
His
Yeah,
wares, what wares does he have?
You know what? That's the
2
extent.
crutches.
Yeah.
A lot of apples. You
He's an
don't want
apple-
these.
He's an apple seller. Yeah. He does. Charles Ingram's apple juice.
Nightmare. It's like the Joker. Do you want to hear the story about I got these scars?
Yes, he's got.
Ingram puts his foot on the table. Do you want to hear the story how I lost my toes?
Count how many toes I've got there. You bloody apples.
while he munches on an apple.
You thought Adam and Eve had it bad.
Right, we should really get back to the feature.
He can't speak to his Granny Smith anymore.
I wonder if Chris Tarrant's ever encountered Ingram since.
Ooh, do you reckon Tarrant's like really bitter about it?
Oh, I imagine he holds a grudge.
You think?
massively.
My
Yeah.
mum once met Chris Tarrant when she was younger.
Okay, go on.
When he was on Tis Was.
Yeah.
And he told my mum to fuck off.
Oh no! What did she do?
Asked for an autograph.
No
And
way!
Tarrant told her to fuck off.
Oh, that
Wow!
So ever since that, my household have always hated Chris Tarrant.
Not
Not that we hold a grudge.
a Tarrant-free zone.
A Tarrant, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. We used to love. He wants to be a millionaire.
Yeah,
But-
It didn't.
yeah. The Ingrams.
That might have been one of the causes of my mum and dad's separation. That my dad used to love Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Oh, really?
My mum couldn't stand it.
Yeah, you've got to get over the Chris Tarrant grudge.
Yeah, you've got to get over
The man
it.
can host a game show.
Come on, Faye, sit down.
Have you seen the way he leads to an ad break? I'm hooked.
We don't want to give you that. Give me those divorce papers. We don't want to give you that.
Do I need to reintroduce the game? It's been so long now.
I would like you to reintroduce the game just in that very serious
in the
manner
exact
again.
same tone.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll say it again. We'll go back to the voice and round one. So here we go with What a Load of Josh.
What a load of Josh.
Round one.
Round 1.
Okay, which of these three was penned by Josh Groban? Is it A, learning English? You can be up for and down with making plans. Good luck. That's it. Is it B?
Could be Groban.
Is it B, contain me with only 280 characters? Fuck that.
Definitely not Groban. I'm real.
Oh,
out.
you don't think so?
That's a bit too feisty.
Do you think
that.
do you think the
Groban's got a bit
profanity?
more about him. His wordplay is better.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to resort to curses.
No, and also,
Oh.
I think he'd relish with the 280. I think he'd.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
Do,
he'd
do
go
you think
for
he
it.
likes the restriction?
Yeah,
He works well with the boundary.
he does. Yeah.
Groban.
I think he works.
You've
well
said that
with an A.
once. Yeah.
Safe word.
Or is it C? A cute girl once said hi to me at a friend's barbecue. I got so nervous I just nodded my head and said, Captain, back at her. Hashtag why I'm single.
Definitely not Groban.
Do you think? I think that could be Groban because that made me smirk. That and Groban makes me smirk.
Yeah, but I don't think the Groban would say why I'm single.
I don't think so. I don't think Groban's single. I think he's happily married.
I reckon that he's
Married?
got.
Yep.
I reckon he's got a girl
Family
in
man.
every port.
No,
dear.
I think Groban's very loyal, like a very loyal, good family man.
Yeah.
I would love it if tomorrow it comes out that there's a huge scandal.
Documented
Yeah,
me
yeah.
massively backing the character of Josh Groban.
It's a character assassination of Josh Groban. I was like,
Okay, is it A, B, or C?
I think I'm ruling out B.
B. I don't think
definitely
it's not.
doesn't swear.
Okay, B is
Yeah.
out.
It does. It's got the rhythm of a Groban. The first one, though. I'm thinking A.
I would say A also.
Yeah, I think it's Groban's rhythm. A.
We're thinking A.
A.
A is correct.
Yay! Yes.
That was penned by Josh Groban. So here we go with round 2.
Round 2.
Okay, round 2. Is it A? Ever wondered how many ghosts you've hit with your car? Is it B? Today is a put on gym clothes and eat snacks kind of day. Or is it C? My hotel has free unlimited bonbons and I am going to make them regret this.
A. I don't think Josh Groban believes in the supernatural.
Supernatural.
No. So I don't think any paranormal activity goes on in
No.
Josh Groban's mind.
No?
I think
So-
the first one's more likely to be Derek Acora.
Potentially.
It could be. I don't think Derek Acora. He'd be able to see them though, wouldn't he? So he wouldn't.
Oh, that's true.
very
He
good.
knows how many ghosts he says.
Yeah. He's got blood.
Sam was like, fucking
Yeah.
hell!
Sam on the bonnet. While Terrant singing along to Smooth Radio.
blood smeared everywhere. Just smoking a cigarette. Like, oh, it's
I'm
fully...
hearing a voice.
Help me.
It's stop the car. I don't think it's B again.
No?
But I do think that Groban was quite whimsically reference how he's going to overindulge in some unlimited bonbons. I think that's well on brand for Groban.
Really?
Yeah.
You see, this is where we're going to have our first disagreement.
Oh,
here.
no.
Oh no.
I think it's B.
You think it's B?
I don't think the Groban has got it in him to start flaunting that he's staying in a hotel which has free unlimited bonbons.
Well,
I think that's well on. I think
you?
that's well.
No.
I think
he's got the arrogance to do that?
Well, you say that, Josh. Ryan and I stayed in a travel lodge a couple of nights ago.
Right.
And there was a complimentary breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
An unlimited complimentary breakfast, which I refused to get because I knew it'd be a load of shite. Ryan, on the other hand, went... God, he heaped that plate.
Absolutely.
He heaped that plate.
I'm on Ryan's side.
You're
here.
on Ryan's side.
Listen, if it's free, it doesn't matter if it's shit.
It does.
No, it doesn't. And also, you surrender the right to complain if it's free.
Oh, I'm very much reveling in that right. I went round the corner and I had a lovely coffee and almond croissant.
Yeah.
By the way,
I
beautiful pronunciation on the croissant.
Yeah.
Thank you. Paul would have never said that.
It was beautiful.
I had a very poor full English version.
Yeah. But you did come back with so many bonbons, didn't you?
And a picture with Josh Groban. C.
See.
What do we think?
I think it's.
You've sold me actually on your story there.
Yeah,
you've
just
sold
so
me.
what I'm saying is, we stayed somewhere that had free, unlimited bonbons.
Basically, what you're saying is that Ryan is more like Josh Groban than what you are.
Annoyingly, yes. Yeah.
I agree.
But maybe Josh Groban didn't write it.
Oh, it's a good point.
Yeah.
Good save, but I think you.
In which case,
I think you showed your hand.
Yeah,
there,
I
Steve.
think again you've revealed.
I always thought it was C. I was just trying to eke out of that. Final answer, Chris.
Yeah,
we're going C.
I'm going C.
C is incorrect.
Oh.
The correct answer was B.
Oh, I apologise.
Today is a put on gym clothes and eat snacks kind of day.
Oh, that seemed very, very bland for
It's
Groban
very bland.
to me,
I
that.
knew you'd think
Yeah.
it. Knew you'd think it. So you've got one of the two correct. You can swing it round with our final round because here we go with round 3.
Round 3.
Is it A? Say what you will about my lack of talent, looks, or intelligence. Just so you know, I'm not saying this. This is actually the tweet. Say what you will about my lack of talent, looks, or intelligence, but I can shell a bowl of edamame with the speed and precision of a hungry chimp on Adderall.
Ooh.
Is it B? I don't need to buy anything on Black Friday. I just want to get in a fist fight at Bed Bath & Beyond to feel alive. Or is it C? There was a time when your phone would ring and you had no idea who it was and you just answer it and go, hello, chilling.
I hope the last one's not Groban.
I hope that.
You hope it's not Groban?
That would really disappoint me in that last one.
Okay.
Groban. I would start to assassinate his character rather than
Supporting it.
yeah.
Having said that, I also don't think it's A.
I would like it to be A because A made me smirk, and like I said before,
Groban,
Groban.
that's his.
What
that's
was
his
the thing
Groban.
that made you speak about A? I think that me and you might have different things as to why we found that funny.
maybe.
To be honest, I just like to hear the word edamame.
Okay, we're on the same. We're on the same thing there. It was edamame.
Edamame is just quite funny.
Yeah.
I can't see Groban to be a fighter.
Groban hasn't got a violent bone in his body. No way.
No,
He wouldn't advocate violence.
No.
In any,
No, that's true.
and also he's no. I reckon he loves a deal.
Yeah, I agree.
Who do you think?
I think Groban doesn't mind a bargain. I think it's, yeah.
But just to remind you, the free breakfast was not Groban.
Actually, that's a good
Oh,
point.
that's true.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's a tough one.
I think A.
I think it's A as well, and I'll tell you the reason for it.
Go on, tell me.
B is a bit too critical for Groban.
Ooh.
I think it's having a dig at the people who do go
And he
out.
wouldn't say a bad word about anyone.
No, he wouldn't. He would not Groban.
But the first one,
Yes.
it's a bit self-deprecating, which is again well within Groban's remit.
I reckon it's A. I can't see Stephen
C is very LA, isn't it?
chilling.
Chilling.
No.
I just don't see Stephen doing A, B, and C as answers. I'm thinking tactically.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna go A.
Hey,
Oh, you know what? The tactics helped you there. It was A.
Yes.
A is correct.
maybe I do know Groban after all.
I don't appreciate his light-hearted nature of chimps on Adderall, to be fair.
No, but he's put you in that mode though where you can accept it.
Oh, you can
Yeah.
accept it.
Yeah, because it's the self-deprecation at the
It's true.
start.
Yes.
I'm on his side. That's what
true.
Groban's got. Groban knows how to.
Very likable. Very likable. Anyway, that was What a Load of Josh.
Oh, it was good, that
That
one.
was good. I enjoyed that one.
Right, I have just seen the time. We are going to have to wrap this up. So, we will do our Discover Stee, which I know you enjoy me using,
Yeah,
Ryan.
I'm glad that it's sticking. I really am.
I just feel like, as much as I don't want to say it, I caved last week.
Yeah, I feel like my attempts to shoehorn have finally worked.
You've ground me down. is what you've
12
done.
weeks of shoehorning has led to the past 2 weeks we've actually been in.
Mine actually is a bit of a Discover Stee today, not really a fact, because I've been too afraid to do some Googling on it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll tell you why. I was in a coffee shop and I overheard somebody else's conversation.
Oh, an eavesdrop.
Oh, God, I eavesed.
There's nothing more
Oh,
dramatic
I
than an
eaved.
eavesdrop. Oh, God.
Yeah, what I did, I had 2 tin cans. One was just on the table discreetly. Did we speak about this, actually, recently? We talk a lot.
Yeah. It gets lost. It sounds like something we talk about.
Yeah, it does. I was talking to somebody about this tin can telephone thing. I think legitimately works. I've never tried it, but do you know if it does?
I don't think
Maybe it
works.
was a dream and I just filled in your end of the conversation.
Or maybe you were having the conversation over 2 tin cans and you didn't get
Oh,
it.
yeah. I thought I was talking to myself. The sound quality is tremendous.
Yet do you know if it works or not?
I have absolutely no idea.
No, I'm skeptical.
I think if you were to pull the cord tight, the vibration,
Is that how it communicates?
You're talking about tin cans now, aren't you?
Yeah. It's 2 tin cans, a bit of string, like twine in between.
So is the sound transfers? The sound waves transfers through the twine.
That's how I assume.
Is that the theory?
Yeah. I'd imagine you have to pull it tight though to allow it to happen.
I don't think it works.
Oh.
I think it's pure myth.
Do you reckon like the back of a magazine stuff?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, I reckon there'll be like an episode, like I don't know, like
Monk.
I was going to say Mythbusters. I reckon Monk addresses it at some point.
Sharona's on the other end.
Just one more thing. Actually, that's Columbo,
Columbo.
isn't it?
Columbo.
I'm confusing me daytime TV detectives there.
So the fact I overheard.
Okay.
These 2 people were talking about. Are you aware of the dark web?
Oh God, I don't know if I like this conversation.
Yeah. So there is like apparently a seedy underworld online.
Oh.
What were they wearing? Like the V for Vendetta mask?
I now said it. Is it the deep web?
No, dark web.
I don't know.
Dark web,
dark.
isn't it?
Dark. Okay. So apparently on there you can buy all sorts. One of which is you can pay people to like murderers for hire.
Oh.
Yeah. Like to buy an assassin if someone like really cut you up in the road and you're like, oh, I'm not standing for this. And they made a fortune, these people, like selling the services as like murderers for hire. The thing is, though, it's a con.
Oh.
Apparently not a single person has been killed by this. But if you can pay someone, who are you going to go? You can't go to the police. Say,
Oh, yeah.
I hired these.
So it's actually that's a way to dodge death, is to not be concerned by online.
No, it's not because
Assassins?
they're by
Actually.
the CD undercurrent.
Yeah. You will dodge death.
Absolutely.
If
Yeah.
an-
cut up as many people as you want on the road. You're fine.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Online assassins will not attack. They'll just take a lot of money from the people that hate you.
So that's all I heard, and I wanted to find out more, but I didn't want to Google murderer for hire.
Immediately a SWAT team arrives.
Yeah.
You're sipping your like oat milk latte or something, like, eating a cannoli. It wasn't me.
Click the sponsored ad. Can't believe someone's famous.
No, honestly, it was for Discover Stay. Josh, have you got a fact for us?
I actually do. An unusual discovery, I suppose.
Okay.
An unusual.
So unusual, you seem to forget it.
So I did a bit of researching,
Yes.
as I had a feeling that you might ask me to present
Oh, yeah,
a
yeah.
fact, as is custom.
Yes, it is.
So I found out something about mangoes
Okay.
Okay.
and China.
Oh, I'm in.
The link seems tenuous.
In the 1960s,
Okay.
so China was under the rule of Chairman Mao.
Yes.
There was a lot of bloodshed.
Okay. Keep it light, Josh.
I thought it was with mangoes.
Then, one day,
We do only have 5 minutes left of studio time here, Josh.
I'm trying to add a little bit of a mystique behind the mangoes.
Too much mystique for my life.
So one day, Chairman Mao, in the midst of all the violence,
Yeah.
received 40 mangoes as a present from Pakistan's foreign minister.
Okay.
And they had a huge impact.
Oh.
Because no one in northern China at that point knew what mangoes were.
Oh, it was a new discovery.
A new discovery. So therefore,
Yeah, I'm gonna. I literally held on my hand
to stop
you there, Ryan. I knew you were going to do it.
Someone in like my day-to-day life's going to say the word discovery, and I'm going to automatically be saying discover stay. What? Nothing.
So no one in northern China at this point knew what the mangoes were.
Yeah.
And so enamoured by the mangoes were they?
Yeah. It's hard not to be.
I know.
I'm enamored by a mango.
Yeah.
That they stayed up all night looking at the mangoes, smelling them,
Oh.
caressing them,
Oh dear.
wondering what the magical fruit was.
Oh.
Although this is coming from art historian Freda Merck, and I don't know how trustworthy and valid.
Yeah, how reputable source he is.
Yeah. But I thought it was quite interesting. I mean, I love a mango. Don't get me wrong, I love a mango,
yeah.
but
I've seen you caress one many a time.
I know.
And Ryan, your fact?
Well, mine again is not my favourite Discover Stay of the week was that Charles Ingram lost.
You know what? It was a
while
good one.
slipping over
It
an apple,
was.
but I thought that was worthy of its own little
Yeah,
segment anyway.
little vignette.
But
in the middle
another
of the
one
show.
another thing that I came across, which I thought was worthy of this part,
Yeah.
was that there's a current court case going on in Indiana,
Okay.
and a man is suing his parents for throwing out his porn collection.
Oh no.
How old is the man?
The man is 40.
He's 40 years old.
Yeah, and his porn stash was worth $29,000.
Oh,
that was
my
that would
God.
hurt. That to be fair.
Yeah,
and,
it would.
and his dad came across, found the stash, and threw it out.
If you've got a stash, you think you'd hide it a bit better.
Yeah, I feel like a stash has got to be hidden away quite well, hasn't
quite
it?
well.
Or it can't really be called a stash. if it's out in the open, it's no longer a stash.
It's merely a collection.
How can porn be that much money?
I know. Well, according to his parents admit they dumped the porn, which included titles such as "Frisky Business" and "Big Bad Grannies." So, some really costly material in there.
What I enjoy about that, though, is the reporters typing up the story. And it's like, I want to give a few of the titles. Are there any that's clean enough to do?
Apparently that's what Charles Ingram calls the apples now. Big bad grannies.
All right. Well, Josh, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You are an author, you write. Where can people find your work?
So I post on Medium, and I'm also just about to launch my own website called Scribble.
The website's called Scribble.
Yes.
It'll be scribble dot.
So it'll be on WordPress, but you can follow me on Instagram.
Okay. Plug away.
I think it's JPLG. I'm actually not 100% sure. I can confirm it for you. And if you can follow me on there, you're more than welcome to do so.
It is Josh Lee Jones. Probably type that in on anything.
And you'll find me, I'm sure. I follow the podcast.
Yes.
And I'm yet to receive a follow back.
Oh, God.
I think so far we only follow me, and essentially I follow myself. And I think producer Paul gets a followers. If you want to see what producer Paul looks like, follow, click the link.
Mm-hmm.
Click the link. He's a handsome man.
Yeah. A bit of a dishevelled beard sometimes, Paul.
I'm surprised when we said the full Josh Lee Jones name, you didn't launch into your traditional gag.
No relation to Tommy.
Exactly. Very surprised. I was fully bracing myself for that line.
Even having heard that gag many times over 15 years, still funny. No, thanks for joining us, Josh.
Thank you.
Ryan, I'm going to see you next week.
Yeah, pleasure, as always.
I'll say with a little bit more... Jesus.
Pleasure as always.
Jesus Christ. Bloody hell.
I thought that was delivered with enthusiasm.
Oh, absolutely not.
It's because this t-shirt keeps riding up for some reason.
We really do have to wrap this up now because someone else has just come into the studio.
As I was saying about my t-shirt riding up. I'm going to have to walk past them now.
So give us a follow at Dodging Death Podcast. I will see you next week.
See you next week.
Follow us on Instagram at Dodging Death Podcast.